Surah 21, Al-Anbiya, by the one who is denoted by the name Allah, who created my being with his names in accord with the meaning of the letter B, the Rahman, the Rahim. The time for the people to see the consequences of their deeds has drawn near, yet they are in a heedless state within their cocoons. They listen to every new admonition from the Rabb in mockery. They are consumed by entertainment. Those who wrong themselves whisper among one another, "Is he not a mortal like you? Will you succumb to his magical words when you can see the truth of it?" Rasulullah, the messenger of God, peace of God and prayers be upon him. We don't pray to Muhammad, we pray to God, and the benedictions from that and the influence benefits the Prophet. Says, "My Rabb knows what is spoken in the heavens and the earth. He is the Sami'a and the Alim, hearing, knowing." And they say, he only talks of delusive dreams. He is probably making them up. No, he was a poet. If this isn't the case, then let him show his miracle, as did the messengers before him. None of the people of the cities we destroyed before them had believed. So how will these believe? And we did not disclose anyone to them with a revelation before you, other than men. If you do not know, then ask those who possess knowledge of the past. And we did not form them, the Anbiya, and they don't have the right plural, they just had an S, messengers, with the bodies that did not need any food, nor were they to live forever. Then we fulfilled our promise to them, and we saved them and those we willed to save, and destroyed those who exceeded their bounds. Indeed, we have revealed knowledge to you in which there is remembrance of your essential reality for you. Do you not understand? We have destroyed many wrongdoing communities and formed new communities after them. When they feel our intensity, behold, they begin to flee. Do not flee, but turn back to the places in which you became spoilt, so that you may be questioned. They said, "Woe to us, we have indeed become wrongdoers." And they continued to argue until we turned them into mowed crop and extinguished fire. And we did not create the heavens and the earth and everything in between them as a game. They have great functions. If our wish was to create games and entertainment, surely we would have done so from within our own lagoon, but this isn't what we do. And it's interesting when people step away from it being about fruitive activities, as people call it, or even intellectual development. Both those qualities seem to be done better for the devotee. On the contrary, we bring the truth, the reality, down upon falsity, delusive ideas, and crush to pieces its system of thought. And behold, it will be destroyed and gone. Woe to you for the things you describe, and whoever's in the heavens and the earth is for him to manifest his names, and those who are with him are neither egotistic nor full of self-importance, nor do they grow weary. The night and the day they glorify, tasbih him, by fulfilling their creational purpose continually. Or have they taken deities on earth who can bring to life, enable the experience of one's essential reality, those who are dead in their grave, unaware of the consciousness in their body? Had there been within both the heavens and the earth gods besides Allah, surely this system would have lost its order. Allah is the Rabb of the throne, and it's beyond the definitions they attribute to him. He is not questioned, called to account, for what he does, but they will be questioned. they will live the consequences of their actions. Or have they taken deities besides him? Say, bring your proofs. This, La ilaha illallah, is the reminder of the reality of those who are with me and the reminder of the reality of those before me. No, most of them do not know the truth, and thus they turn away. And we have not disclosed any Rasul, sent one, before you, to whom we have not revealed. There is no deity God, only me, so become aware of your servitude to me. And they said, Rahman, the Beneficent, has taken a son. Subhan, beyond is he. On the contrary, they, Jesus and the angels, who they claim to be Allah's daughters, are his honored servants. Their word does not get ahead of his command. They fulfill his command. He knows what is before them and behind them. They only intercede for those who have attained his pleasure. They shiver in awe of him. Whoever among them says, I am a god besides him, we will make him live the consequences of this as hell, and thus will be the result to which we will subject the wrongdoers. Those who deny the knowledge of the reality, not see that the heavens and the earth were joined together at the subatomic level, and we separated them through densified levels of perception. We have created every living thing from water. Do they still not believe? And we set firm mountains upon the earth, the organs of the body, and placed wide pathways between the mountains so that they find the right way. And we made the sky a protecting ceiling, but they disregard his signs. It is who has created the night, the day, the sun, and the moon. Each traverses its own orbit in the ocean of waves, energy. And we have not granted eternal life to any human being before you. Can it be possible that you die and they live forever? Every soul, consciousness, will taste death. We test you with the good and the bad so that you discover the forces within yourself, and to us you will be returned. When those who deny the knowledge of the reality see you, all they can do is belittle you by saying, is this the one who talks of your gods? Yet, when they are reminded of the Rahmaniyah, of their existence, they deny it. Man has been created as one who wants immediate results, hasty. I will show you my signs and what they mean soon, but do not be hasty for their information. And they say, if what you say is true, when will this promise be fulfilled? If only those who deny the knowledge of the reality knew the time when they would not be able to ward off the fire, neither from their faces, their internal world, nor from their backs, their external world. If only they knew the time when they will not be helped. Rather the fulfillment of the promise through death, the disconnection caused by the loss of life in the body, will come to them suddenly and confound them, and they will neither have the power to ward it off, nor will they be reprieved. Indeed, messengers that came before you were also mocked, but those who mocked were engulfed by all sides by the very thing they belittled. Say, who in your night and day will protect you from the Rahman, the suffering that results from not fulfilling the requirements of the qualities pertaining to the Rahman, beneficent quality in your essence? No, they turn away from the reminder, from the remembrance, dhikr of the Rabb. Or do they have deity gods besides us who will protect them? And we're using the royal plural here. Whereas they, their assumed gods, neither have power to help themselves, nor will they be supported by us. No, we allowed them and their forefathers to benefit from the blessings of this world, to such extent that their lifespan seemed too lengthy to them, as though it was never going to end. Do they not see that we come to the earth, the body, and reduce it from its borders, so that it becomes old and tastes death? Are they the prevalent ones? Say, I am only warning you through the revelation, but the deaf cannot hear the calling when they are warned. Indeed, if only a waft of the suffering touched them from their Rabb, they would say, woe to us, we were indeed wrongdoers. We shall set up scales according to the measures of Uluhiyah during the doomsday period. No being, individual consciousness, sense of self, shall be wronged in the least. We will weigh even an action as little as a grain of mustard. We, the quality of hasib, accounting in one's essence, are sufficient as reckoners. Indeed, to Moses and Aaron, we gave the Furqan, the ability to, and knowledge to differentiate the right from the wrong, as light and as a reminder for those who want to be protected, those who are in awe of their Rabb and who tremble from that hour. And this, what we reveal, is a blessed reminder. Are you deniers of it? Indeed, we gave maturity, mature thought, the quality of being a Hanif, orthodox. Orthodox is, one who denies mere human creeds and correctly believes, to Abraham before this. And we knew him well when he, Abraham, asked his father and people, "What are those statues that you worship?" They said, "We saw our fathers worshiping them, so we are imitating them." Abraham said, "Indeed, you and your fathers have been clearly misguided." They said, "Have you come to us as the truth, or are you playing Abraham said, "No, this is not a game. Your Rabb is the Rabb of the heavens and the earth, who created them with a specific function and system, and I bear witness to that. By Allah, when you turn your backs and go, I will definitely devise a trap for your idols." So Abraham broke all of them into pieces except the biggest one of them, in case they wanted to resort to him for inquiry. And they said, "Whoever has done this to our deities is surely a wrongdoer." And they said, "We had heard about a young man called Abraham talking about the invalidity of them." And they said, "Seize him and bring him here in front of all the people so that everyone may bear witness to this." They said, "Was it you, O Abraham, who did this to our gods, statues, idols?" Abraham said, "No, rather it was the biggest one of them who did it. Ask them if they can actually speak." After some thought, they said to one another, "Indeed, it is you, yes, you, who is in the wrong." Then, feeling confused, they went back to their previous thought and insisted, "But you know, they cannot speak." Abraham said, "So, do you worship things besides Allah, who can neither give you any benefit nor any harm? Woe to you, and woe to the things you worship besides Allah. Do you not use your intellect?" They said, "Burn him, Abraham, and support your deities. If you are able to do something, then at least do this much." We said, "O fire, be cool and safe. Enable the state of Salam on Abraham." They wanted to trap him, but we rendered their plan useless. We saved him and Lot and brought them to the land that we made prosperous for the people. We bestowed him with Isaac and also gave him Jacob and made all of them righteous. We made them leaders who guided people to the reality by our command. We revealed to them the doing of good, observance of prayer, and the giving of alms. They were aware of their servitude. As for Lot, we gave him judgment and knowledge, and we saved him from that city in which bad deeds were practiced. Indeed, they were bad people with corrupted beliefs. We admitted him into our grace. Indeed, he was of the righteous. And Noah, he had turned to us before, and we responded to him, and saved him and his people from that great distress. We had helped him against the people who denied our signs. Indeed, they were bad people, so we drowned them all. And remember David and Solomon too, how the two of them both made a judgment concerning the field, and how the sheep of the people strayed into the field and grazed at night. We were witnesses to their judgment. We gave Solomon the right understanding of the matter. To each of them we gave judgment and knowledge. While David engaged in our glorification, tasbih, we gave the mountains and the birds to his service. We were the doers. We taught David the art of making shields to protect you in battle. Do you give thanks now? And we subjected the storm to Solomon, which blew with his command toward the land that bestowed prosperity, for it is we who have knowledge of all things. And there were also devils in his, Solomon's service, entities that served him, who dived to the depths of the sea for him, and performed other tasks. We kept a watch over them. And remember when Job said to his Rub, "Indeed, this ailment has thoroughly exhausted me, and you are the most Rahim of the Rahim, merciful of the merciful, the one who manifests the infinite qualities of your names with your grace. Arhamu Rahimin." It's easier when you see the Arabic. So, we responded to him and saved him from his ailment, and as an act of our grace and a reminder for the worshippers who fulfill the required practices until they attain the state of certainty, we gave his people and the like of them to him. Ishmael, Idris, Dhul-Kifl, they were all patient. We admitted them into our grace. Indeed, they were among the righteous. And Jonah, remember how he went away in anger, thinking we would not try him. Then he cried out in darkness, "There is no deity God. There is no me, only you. The names comprising my essential reality. I glorify you through my function that manifests your names. Indeed, I have been of the wrongdoers." So we responded to him and saved him from the distress in which he had fallen. Thus we saved the believers. And mentioned Zechariah when he called out to his Rub, "My Rub, do not leave me on my own in life. Grant me an heir. You are the best of heirs." So we responded to him and bestowed him with John and made his wife fit to bear a child. They used to hasten to do good and pray to us in hope and fear. They were in awe. And the one who guarded her chastity, Mary, we breathed our spirit into her, the embryo in her womb. Like the creation of Adam, we created Jesus, a form of consciousness, by manifesting the special meanings of some of our names. We made her and her son a sign for all the worlds. Indeed, this community of yours is one community, and I am your Rub, so become aware of your servitude to me. But they divided their affairs, the understanding of religion and the system, into factions. To us they shall all return. Whoever put forth a beneficial deed as a believer will receive the return of his deeds. We record all of them. There is a prohibition on any city that we have destroyed, and they shall not return. But when the doors of Gog and Magog are opened, they will rapidly descend from every elevated place. Now, the comment says perhaps spaceships, but historically, Juj wa Majuj, Gog wa Magog, Sakkas, Hyperborean, such like that, the people of the steppes of Eurasia, and specifically the Ukraine area was Gigyas and Mahagigyas, as another example, those two, was the area that went into China and on one side and Russia on the other, with Tibet in the middle, I think. When death draws near, behold, those who denied the knowledge of the reality will stare in horror. Woe to us, we were indeed living in our cocoon world, unaware of this reality. No, we were indeed wrongdoers. Indeed, you and the things you worshipped besides Allah will be fuel for the fire of hell. You will arrive there. If they had really been gods, they would not have entered therein, but they will all remain there forever. There will be intense stertorous moaning there for them, and they will not hear anything else as a result of their deafness to the reality in the world. As for those to whom beauty and happiness has been bestowed from us, they will be kept far away from hell. They will not hear the rumbling sound of it, hell. They will live forever among whatever their souls desire. The great horror will not scare them, as the concept of death will be removed, and the angels will greet them, saying, "This is the day that you have been promised. That day we will roll up the heavens like a scroll of paper and we will return to it a state like we first created. The heavens and the earth were joined together. This is our promise. It is to us who will fulfill it. Indeed, we have already written in the Psalms, Book of Wisdom, following the reminder, the previous knowledge that came as reminders. My righteous servants, the vicegerency principle, shall inherit the earth, the administration of the body, with the forces of the names. Indeed, there is explanatory information in this for the worshippers who engage in practices of purification, and we have revealed you only as grace to the world's people. Say, it has been revealed to me that what you think of as God is the one, possessor of uluhiyah. So are you Muslimin aware of your submission? If they turn away, say, I have informed you in all fairness. I do not know if what you have been promised, death, is near or far. Indeed, he knows the thoughts you reveal and that which you conceal. I do not know, perhaps a reprieve is a trial for you, so that you experience and see the truth about yourselves, and a limited benefit. He said, my Rub, judge with truth against your baseless definitions. Our Rub, the Rahman, beneficent, is the Mustan, the helper we seek. And is it Mustan? Or which S and T are we using?